It's in the game.
PlayStation.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
A little juke.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
On second down, ETN once more.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first-half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Play action. It's Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They'll run for the first time with Brees Hall.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd and a couple.
Here we go. Green 19, guys, what? Right.
Now Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And the Jets, first down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And they will only muster a yard here at the 38.
The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game.
13 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they looked at their team and said, guys, You got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Pickup. First down, New York.
Here we go. Cut.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
To throw is Fields.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Fields throwing again.
And he's got it.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
First and goal, Jets.
Here we go. Green Knights. Tonight.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Brees Hall with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a Brees Hall touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Good move. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brooks.
It's a pickup of 6.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Check.
Lawrence running right on the option.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Lawrence on the sneak, and he will have a Jaguars 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10.
Straight ahead, ETN.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8. They go play action now. Lawrence. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Got a man, that's Hunter. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Going for it, here's ETN. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, right back to Hall. Down inside the 40.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
On play action, Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Shreds him with a stiff arm.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Back out onto the field now. Here comes the Jet defense. And an important stop in a tight game their last time.
Always important to stop them. We know that. But as you noted, in a tight game, so much more critical to get it done, and that's exactly what they did.
And they'll be trying to do that once more here. We'll see who wins the battle.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
ETN up the middle.
Breaks through the contact. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Rip, 23.
Here's Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Now Lawrence. That's caught by Tucker. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lawrence will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Colby Parkinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you.
Ooh, the juke. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
13, Luke. Hey, go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Lawrence to throw. He completes it to Hunter. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 5.
Red on red.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott
Our trip
Hansen.
around the NFL starts now. In Philadelphia, the Eagles at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And it's the man, Saquon Barkley. He covers a lot of ground here, 23 yards, touchdown. The Eagles win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Chiefs have the lead in a game where both teams come in on losing streaks, so someone's got to get out of here with a victory. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Cam Ward. One of his 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. This one's all tied at 14 at the half. And with that, a look here at the rest of the action in Week 8 around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And he's been doing it through the air and on the ground to start the season. Currently leading the NFL in rushing yards by a quarterback here in the month of September. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. For the first half, very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Out of the gun, Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. They snap it to Fields. They'll complete this one to Watson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Jets first down.
Here's Fields. And complete once again to Watson. And he's got this down to the 35. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
That's another Jets first down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to the ground with Hall. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Here we go.
Hall again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Fields. This is caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here comes the Jets defense as they ready themselves. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Now ETN to start the drive.
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go.
And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Running left, it's Hall.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go. 3 touch.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
A gain of 6. And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
3-19,
Ran it last time, now Fields to throw.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now Fields going to run.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Fields. Now he's loose at the 40.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another for the Jets. 1st down.
Hall want to give up the middle.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Here we go. Good. 19 seconds. Good height.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And the Jets, 1st down. 2 yards on the play. 1st down, Jets.
Now it's Fields.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, son. Green light, go.
Here's Fields. Now he's going to step up and run.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now Fields.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 9.
Easy. Lisa 24.
Lawrence. Open man, it's Hunter.
Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Lawrence.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Here we go. Good.
Ball again on second down.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Here's Hall again.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
89 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. 319, get that.
Straight ahead is Hall. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
16-yard line.
Hey, can. Go.
To throw is Fields.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
319, get that.
Back to throw. Fields.
To Allen on the dump off. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here's a give to Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Brees Hall.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point now by Boswell. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
This is 1st and 10.
Rip, 23.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. Here comes second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And ETN going to have a Jags first down as he'll get this up to the 39.
And the Jaguars.
Here's Lawrence. That is caught by Hunter. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. This is caught by Tucker.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Here's 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Lawrence will throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Got a man, that's Hunter. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
A gain of 7 yards.
Take right open.
It's 4th down and
Here we go, gotta have it. Lawrence. He'll try to do it himself.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And now out come the Jets. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Here we go. 319, get set. Set.
Fields down to a knee here, and that should just about put a bow on this one. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Jets,
they continue.
2 months in, and the NFL is as unpredictable as ever. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando. This is your weekly recap for Week 8. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. We'll start in Jacksonville. The Jaguars at home to take on the New York Jets. And it's Justin Fields. Touchdown from 20 yards away. The Jets just keep on rolling. They are now 8-0 as they get the win. Next up, let's go out to Glendale, Arizona, checking in on the Cardinals as they play host to the LA Rams. And this is Trey Benson. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Cardinals wind up taking this one by a touchdown. one more to show you. Let's go to Cleveland. It's the Browns taking on the Raiders. And this is the Browns wideout. This will help the old stat line. He's going to make the catch and realize, I don't think anyone's going to get me, and they don't. Put it down as an 81-yard catch and run for the score. The Browns up their record to 5-2 as they get the victory here. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here.